My name is Aaron Wills, and I make random rambling videos like this one that I started on Tuesday, April 15th, 2025 at 3:25 p.m. Along with welcoming you to my channel, allow me to thank you for watching. Please comment, like, and subscribe before sharing this video and turning on the post notification bell. I'm going to try to make a longish video or a longer video here to see if my camera is not freezing. In fact, it didn't freeze the last time I watched, but that might just be a red herring. Or that might just be not a red herring, but that might just be a false hope. It might be a false promise. It might just be because the video wasn't that long the last time. Maybe if I make a long video, it will freeze again. I'm going to check that out. I'm going to put that to the test. What is this thing? Over here. What is that? I've always had that. Is it a birthmark? What is that? You see it there? What is that? OBS is backwards, so I can't. There we go. I figured it out. That's a birthmark, I guess. I mean. Alright, well, let's get on with the video, shall we? I've been playing chess again the last couple of days. 2 days ago, I had a magnificent day, winning most of my games, and all the games I won was by checkmate. I've had streaks like that before where I won a couple games because they aborted the game or they resigned, which means that I was doing something right in the game already. But most of the time they resigned and I'd have a winning position, probably couldn't lose if I tried to. But this morning, starting this morning until just a little bit ago, I played about 5 or 6 games and won all of them again by mate. I had checkmated my opponent in every game. I've just been playing jam the fuck up. But yesterday I was lured into a false sense of accomplishment as well. Because after winning several games in a row by checkmate, I proceeded to get beat badly for several games in a row. But I woke up determined to fight on another day. I got up this morning, early this morning, and started playing chess. And I played until just before I started making this video. I haven't booked one loser today. Well, officially today I have, but not since I started playing early this morning at like 7 or 8 a.m. It is now about 3:30 Central Time, my time. And I've been playing all day pretty much, and I won 5 or 6 games in a row, all by mate. Now, what I'm doing is I'm playing 30-minute games because I couldn't play the 10-minute games without getting flagged every time. I was getting flagged every game, playing 10 minutes, I up the time to 30-minute games. I haven't been flagged yet playing 30 minutes. I have a lot more time to think. I need a lot of time to find maneuvers and tactics. They're just not there. They don't just show up for me. I just can't look at the board and figure them out. Well, I guess all these chess prodigies, these 12-year-olds become grandmasters. They must be able to look at the board and see all these tactics and combinations. That's what makes them a prodigy. That's how Magnus Carlsen drew Garry Kasparov at the age of 13. One of the greatest players to ever live. A 13-year-old kid drew him. I didn't mean he drew him to play him in the tournament. He drew him to play him in the tournament, and then they won him in a draw. Which is quite a feat for a 13-year-old kid, I would say. I don't know how old Magnus was when he first became GM, but I think he missed out on the record by, I don't know if it was months or a couple of years, whatever it was. Magnus was very young. I can look it up. Hey Google, how old was Magnus Carlsen when he became Grandmaster? He was 13 years, 4 months, and 26 days old. At the time, the youngest grandmaster ever. I think he's been eclipsed by now. I'll find out how I think it was a 12-year-old that did it.
Hey Google. Hey Google.
I can't get Google to answer me.
Okay, Google. Who's the youngest grandmaster ever?
There's an American that beat Magnus by a full year. Magnus, they said, was 13 years, 4 months, and 26 days old when he became Grandmaster, at the time being the youngest Grandmaster ever. But since then, a name in which I cannot pronounce, an American, they said, became Grandmaster at 12 years, 4 months, and 25 days. So they beat him by a year and a month. Can you imagine being a Grandmaster or the best of anything at 12 years old? It's like being being the best at anything at 12 years old is amazing. And I guess not. I guess not certain physical feats. That's not more amazing than certain physical feats. Like if you were the heavyweight boxing champion of the world at 12 years old, that'd be more impressive than being a grandmaster of chess at 12 years old, in my opinion. And anyone else's opinion has any kind of common sense at all. I'm joking. But I can't even imagine a 12-year-old heavyweight boxer. What if there's a 12-year-old to make the NFL? That'd be impressive too, wouldn't it? Perhaps more impressive than a 12-year-old becoming the highest ranked at chess. Or a 12-year-old becoming a starting pitcher in the MLB and the Major League Baseballs. Becoming a starting pitcher for a Major League Baseball team at 12, that'd be pretty impressive too, I would say. To be able to throw 100 miles an hour at 12, that would be just unheard of. Although my friend Matt Thorpe was throwing in the 80s, and when he was 14, I had to play catch with him. So whenever we played hardball, which was rare because his father wouldn't let him play hardball, we had to throw tennis balls, which I was happy for because when you have a hard baseball whip that you at 85 miles an hour from just a little bit away, it's not very fun. It's scary. It would hurt my hands sometimes to catch it. And Matt didn't know 50% or 40%, all he knew was 100%. So I'd beg him to stand up, can we just play a little further back? And he'd say no. And so we'd have to stand not real close, but he'd stand. I never developed a good arm because we had to stand too close. I wanted to develop a good arm like his. I played baseball as well, but I had a horrible arm. I was a catcher with not very good arm, with a spaghetti noodle arm. A cooked spaghetti noodle. So I didn't have a very good arm playing catcher. That's back when I wanted. That's back in the 80s where all they expected from their catchers was offense. That's why I could hit the ball a ton, but I couldn't throw the ball very well. Nowadays it would be an absurdity to have a catcher who couldn't throw the ball well. Thanks to players like Yadi Molina and his brothers, they were all excellent defensive catchers. I guess he only had one brother in Major League Baseball. Pudge, they call him like that. Oh, Pudge, not Pudge Rodriguez, though. And not Carlton Fisk. Oh, Pudge. Well, I think Yadi Molina, who was an excellent defensive catcher, who had probably got a place in Cooperstown. Is that where the Hall of Fame is for baseball, Cooperstown?
Hey Google, where's the Hall of Fame for baseball?
Yes, the Baseball Hall of Fame is in Cooperstown, New York, it said. That's where I thought it was. So Yadi Molina has a date with Cooperstown one day. I would say. I don't think he had great offensive numbers, but his defensive play was amazing. If Ozzie Smith can get into the Hall of Fame, then Yadi Molina can get into the Hall of Fame for sure. Some say defense doesn't earn you a spot in the Hall of Fame. If that's not true, then Ozzie Smith would not be in the Hall of Fame. I think he's a career 200-something hitter with like, I don't know, 28 home runs in his career. But he had 13 Gold Gloves. That's what got him into the Hall of Fame. That's certainly what got him into the Hall of Fame. I don't know how many Gold Gloves Yadi Molina had in his career, but I'm certain he has a date with Cooperstown one day. I would imagine, I don't know how long you have to get out of baseball before you go on the ballot. I think he's the first round, how do you call this? First ballot entry into the Hall of Fame, I would say. He just retired a few years ago, a couple years ago. I could ask how long you have to wait before they put you into the Hall. I think Gretzky went straight into the Hall of Fame when he retired. I think he went straight into the Hall of Fame. As did a couple hockey players, I think. I know Brett Hull wasn't retired for more than 30 seconds before the booth put his jersey in the Raptors, and it belongs there. Along with Al McKinnon, who's up there too, and Bernie Federko's. I don't know all the numbers. I don't know all the numbers that are in the Raptors at the Enterprise Center, but I do know Bernie Federko's number 24 is up there. Al McKinnon, who wore number 2, his jersey hangs there. Brett Hull wore number 16. I think number 3 hangs up there too. I don't know who wore number 3. Plager.
Hey Google, who wore the retired jersey number 3 for the St. Louis Blues?
Oh, it didn't take it.
Hey Google. Okay, Google. Who wore the retired number 3 for the St. Louis Blues?
His name's Bob Gassoff. And then he spent 4 years with the Blues, apparently, until his tragic death in a motorcycle accident, he said. I didn't know all that. When he was still playing, when he had the tragic motorcycle accident, I'm going to follow that up later, because now I'm curious. And I'm furious that it had to happen to somebody. Especially a Blues hockey player. This has been a little over 14 minutes. So, it's been long enough, I would say, to see if my camera didn't freeze again. I'm keeping my fingers crossed, like this, see? Now they're crossed. I didn't do it right the first time. They're crossed. So I'm going to let you go now. I'm going to tell you 2 fingers laid up above. They're not crossed this time. This is the peace sign. That's not the peace sign. That's the cross fingers sign. 2 fingers laid up above. See you when I see ya. Peace o mahalo. Oh, I hit stop recording and didn't stop recording. I look like an idiot now. Pizza rolls. Nope. Pizza rolls.